In the national security community, we differentiate between strategy and tradecraft. Strategy is what you intend to do. Tradecraft is the technical proficiency required to actually do it. You can have the most ambitious mission in the world, but if your operational machinery is compromised or obsolete, the mission fails before the first asset hits the ground. Today, on Official Observations, we're analysing Nigel Farage and the Reform Party. He is currently the most effective disruptor in the UK political theatre. But as anyone who has managed a station or a task force knows, shouting at the gates is very different from managing the building. Nigel Farage's recipe for success is built on target identification. He has correctly identified a massive segment of the population that feels the legacy parties have abandoned the basic functions of the state. His success at a general election wouldn't be a fluke. It's the result of exploiting a vacuum. In our world, he's a high-impact asset who understands the power of a singular narrative. However, the transition from an insurgent to a governing entity requires a shift in skill set that many political movements fail to navigate. For Reform, the primary mission set is the control of UK borders. Farage has made this the centre of gravity for his entire movement. By framing immigration not just as a policy issue, but as a fundamental failure of national security and state competence, he has created a powerful, mobilizing force. But identifying the objective is only the beginning. The ground truth is that the border is managed by an institution that is often at odds with the political directives it receives. Even the current Home Secretary has described the Home Office as not yet fit for purpose. There is a significant concern that a reform-led cabinet would find themselves out of their depth from day one. They are prepared for a political fight, but they aren't prepared for the institutional inertia of Whitehall. Specifically, there is a glaring lack of focus on the internal legal architecture of the Home Office. Any minister who enters the 2 Marsham Street is immediately surrounded by HOLA, Home Office legal advisors. HOLA acts as the internal Praetorian Guard. They don't just provide legal advice, they set the parameters of what is operationally possible. If you don't have a plan for a root and branch reform of these legal teams and that of the wider government legal department, your policy will be neutralized by bureaucratic friction before it ever reaches the implementation phase. Nigel Farage and Reform are committed to withdrawing from the European Convention on Human Rights, ECHR. They see it as the master lock that once picked solves the crisis. But the data suggests otherwise. Leaving the ECHR is a high-level policy change, but it doesn't address operational failure at the tactical level. For example, the disastrous policy of using hotel rooms for illegal migrants wasn't a legal mandate. It was a failure of basic logistics and procurement. Furthermore, we see a systemic failure in field competence, such as the lack of routine prosecutions for fraud when individuals make false declarations to obtain visas. If the Home Office cannot execute basic law enforcement and administrative integrity tasks under the current framework, leaving the ECHR won't fix the underlying rot in the machinery. You can change the commander, but if the rank and file don't have the tools or the will to prosecute, the mission is stalled. Looking at the situation with the benefit of a lengthy career in the policing, national security and international law enforcement arena, our official observation is that both the public and the media would do well to ask the right questions of their politicians. Questions which focus on the seemingly small things that have the ability to ruin the grandest of plans. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this.